I'm fine, thanks. Is Santana there? No, I saw her. She just walked in the door. No, I'm sorry to bother you. Yeah, so long. I've been worried sick about you. I just called your mama.
I'm sorry about what happened earlier. I'm sure you've already had a long talk with Eden about it.
We talked about it, yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I can't feel any worse. I can't believe the scene that I made over there. I just feel so awful. I'd ask you to forgive me, but...
I forgive you. That's not the point. I want to find out what is behind this. I mean, I think your jealousy is turning into paranoia. What's going on?
You told me that it would take time for you to learn to love me. Remember? That hasn't happened, has it? In fact, the only time that we were close was on our honeymoon. That one night. That one night before the call came about Eden. That was the only time that I thought we ever had a chance of being close.
Well, listen, you're misunderstanding again. If I could just get through to you...
Don't you touch me!
Yeah, I'm aware of that. That's the problem.
Cruz, please. This isn't gonna help.
Look, I'm not gonna sit by and let the DA work me or my department over in public. Not without a rebuttal. You know something, man? You're starting to get on my nerves.
Hey, take it easy.
The Santa Barbara Police Department did a hell of a job on the David Laurent investigation. If we fell short, it was because we were hamstrung by orders from above. And that's what you should be talking about on the radio. In the meantime, you owe a bunch of hard-working cops an apology.
Cruz, don't.
I don't care what you think. I care about the truth. And what I heard over my radio was a load of bull. I think we both know who was not responsible for David Laurent's not being found guilty, don't we?
Huh. I don't have to listen to this, Steve.
Oh, I think you better, Mr. DA. In fact, maybe everybody should hear how a certain piece of evidence that was in the state's care somehow conveniently disappeared. Evidence that would have made your case against Mr. Laurent even weaker than it already was.
I think you're way out of line.
I think you're out of line, man. You want to blow a lot of hot air around, make yourself look good, be my guest. But you keep your mouth shut about the Santa Barbara Police Department. There's not a man down there who doesn't deserve respect from the likes of you. And the next time you run your mouth about them will be the last.
What will you do?
I will stake my career on it to make sure that you don't get away with it. Do I have to be any more clearer than that?
It would be a very big mistake, my friend. The last one in the police force.
I just heard that interview, and I want equal time. Can you put me on the air, please?
Now?
Right now.
That's impossible. It's not scheduled.
Let me set up a recorder.
Thank you.
Would you like some coffee while you're waiting?
No, thank you, Haley. I think I'm wired enough as it is.
Cruz, don't. What good is starting some kind of rivalry with Keith?
Look, you listen to me. I'm not starting anything with Keith. I'm finishing it. Case, I can attest to the fact that this investigation was handled in a completely professional manner. Our job on this case, and in fact in all cases, is not to prove someone guilty or innocent of a crime, but it's simply to find the truth.
I don't know why we came here.
What's wrong with coming here?
You know what's wrong with here. It's Eden's place. I hate it. I want to go home.
Well, why didn't you say something before we got here?
Would you have listened to me?
Of course I... What is wrong with you?
Nothing is wrong.
Don't tell me that. You know, I can't even remember the last time you acted vaguely like yourself.
No? Who have I been acting like?
You don't know what I'm talking about.
Cruz, I am so tired of everyone evaluating me. Maybe I'm the one who's finding everyone else is crazy. It's like living under a shadow. There's this darkness seeping into every second. I don't want to think about it. I try not to, but it's always there.
What's there?
What I know. That our marriage is meaningless. That there's no real love in my life. That whatever was between us has turned into something awful.
Darling, listen, that's not the way to... Come here.
Don't touch me. I said that I didn't want to come here, and I meant it.
Santana, please.
Santana, please. You know, Cruz, You asked me to give you some time so that you could learn to love me. Well, I gave you that time, didn't I? The more time that I give you, the further we drift apart.
Now listen to me, I am trying. Now, maybe I haven't tried enough or in the right ways, but I do want this marriage to work. Don't you believe that?
How can I?
I believe it can work. If we will both just be a little bit more understanding, a little bit more patient with each other. I want us to be closer. What are you doing?
You're a liar.
Wait. Santana.
Thanks.
Me, Eden, Brandon.
I think Brandon has come to love us both, but especially you, and very much.
What about you? When are you ever going to learn to love me, really love me? Do I have to wait until I'm old and gray?
Santana, I have always cared for you, and never more than I do now. You know that.
That's why we're further apart. We're not getting closer together. Cruz, how long do you think it's going to be before we're sleeping in separate beds, separate rooms? Cruz, I need a man's arms around me. Don't you understand that?
Yes, I do. Look, why don't we go home now and be together?
No. No, not unless you mean it. I'm so tired of this pretending. Cruz, tell me something. How can I make you love me?
Well, this is not the way, I can tell you that.
Then how?
I mean, you're driving yourself crazy, and it's making it more difficult for me.
Well, what do you want me to do? Aren't I sexy enough for you? Do I have to change my perfume, get sexier lingerie?
Come on now,
Maybe you
please.
don't love me because we don't feel like a real family. Is that it? Do you want a child of your own? A son of your own?
Santana,
Would that do it? Because if it would, I'd have your baby. I'd give you a child of your own.
That is not the answer.
Then what is?
I think we need to start trusting each other like we once did. Now, I know that I have to open up and start to give more, but if it would help if you would just try to trust me again.
Cruz, I've always trusted you. It's Eden that I don't trust. I need to be alone right now. I just need some time to think. I need to be away from you.
You want me to... Are you gonna be okay up here all by
Yeah,
yourself?
I'll be fine. I'll be home soon.
Maybe I should wait downstairs.
Cruz, you're the one who was just talking about trusting each other. I mean, you could trust me to be alone for a few minutes, can't you?
Of course.
I won't be long.
Have your allergy pills, the refill you wanted me to get.
Thank you. No, don't wait for me. Just go. You don't have to wait for me. I'm okay right now.